Hello, my lovelies. Thank you for coming back. My name is Melanie. Welcome to Mellow Lavender. So today I wanted to talk about my goals and how I track my goals, how I look at my goals, all that fun stuff, and how I am planning to achieve my goals. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned. I do so in order to track my goals, I do two things. So I track my goals weekly and quarterly. So what I do quarterly is that I write down by the end of March what I want to achieve. So I did this in this journal. However, I just received, which I'm super excited about, my Artist of Life book planner. So for February, I'll be entering my quarterly goals here. I think I also did enter my quarterly goals here. Where are you? So I entered my quarterly goals on this page. It also gives you a section to write down like your next action steps and how you plan on achieving your goals. And so far, I really like this book. I have nothing bad to say about it yet. I will do a review, of course, at the end of the year. If you guys want to see how I plan with the Artist of Life book, I'll also do that. Really like this book. Good times, good times. Next. So in order to do my quarterlies, I do them by months. So I put in one goal for each month. So for January, my main focus was to put out 2 videos on YouTube every week. My quarterly for February, I think, is 3 times a week working on music. And then for March, it's more health focused. And in that way, I can focus on one thing for each month and still get some progress. And I noticed that with myself, if I do all the goals all at the same time, I would not achieve them. I will get overwhelmed and then I'll be like, forget it. I'm not doing it. This is too much for me. I am stressed, and just leave the goals. And I don't want to do that for 2020. I want to achieve all my goals. I'm going to achieve all my goals. So in order to do that, I separated it by month. Now, basically, doesn't mean that you're gonna do 2 YouTube videos for January and then nothing for February. It just means that you'll carry that habit into the next month, which is the whole point, because then you'll build a system of habits that work for you. In terms of weeklies, with weeklies, I just try to schedule my how I want to achieve my goals, how I want to achieve my morning routines, my habits, and I also have my habit tracker on the Artist of Life workbook, so I track it there now. I used to track it on my calendar, but I think I'm just going to transfer it to the planner. I think it'll be a better way of tracking. And I just like that system better too on the planner. And yeah, I also do track it on my phone as well. So I do read, and sometimes I even meditate on the train ride going into work. So in order to make sure that I am tracking those habits, I also track on my phone. I also like doing daily to-do lists on my phone, so I do that as well. And then transfer that to my planners. My weekly journal review, I try to think of what went well, what could have been done better, how I could improve, and what I'm looking forward to for the next week. And that's basically what I try to focus on. I do write that down in this journal, and I do my weeklies on this journal as well. And yeah, I do enjoy just having my weeklies on that journal because it's more like bullet journal style. And then I use my calendar mostly for just important dates, anything that is needed for me to like actually see. Because sometimes I won't open my journal, so I'll forget that I have an appointment or something like that. So I use the calendar for that instance. I also want to say that apart from that, I do have a vision board that I do look at every morning, and basically that just kind of sets my day for what I want to achieve and what I need to focus on. And I also have my vision board on my phone. So I took a picture of it, put it on my phone, and I always see it subconsciously. That just reminds me as well, like, these are goals you need to work on. You need to keep going, pushing. This is what you're working on. You baddie, get this money, etc., etc. So yeah, excited to see where I will be at by March. So that is kind of how I go through my system of creating habits and creating my goals. I know that it is a little bit overwhelming. It is a lot, but this is a system that works for me. It might not work for everybody, but definitely try it out. I will say that it is going to take some time to figure out what system works for you. Again, this is just what keeps me organized. I know it doesn't keep everyone organized. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.